Hi, Gemini. This is Jeffrey. This is Red Color, and this is your reading for the month of March 2022. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. Excuse me. Please become a member. If you become a member, it's $2.99 a month, and that way you can watch the weekly videos that I put up by sign without commercials. Very exciting. All right. I started with you. You know, I do a different order every week, and last week I ended with you. So this week I have the same list, and I'm just going from bottom up. So maybe that's part of your message. It's like, okay, you know, maybe you hit the bottom, and now the only thing that was up. Okay. I have astrology t-shirts. I have astrology mugs. I have beautiful scarves, one-of-a-kind t-shirts. A lot of stuff is going to be updated on my site this week. I have to do a lot of wash because when I paint with dye, and there's always excess dye, so I wash it out, and then it's, you know, good to go. Color fast. Nice and quiet so far. Let's see what's going on for March for Gemini. One, two, three. That's interesting. Okay, here we go. We begin with her. She's fantastic. This is a 9 of Pentacles. This is about gain, luxury. This is about entrepreneurship, standing on one's own, on, you know, your own 2 feet, receiving messages. It's also, you know, it's about independence. It's about financial independence, really. It's also, you know, there's this energy with her that she's very entrepreneurial. She made her own money. She didn't have to rely on anyone. You know, it's like very self-sufficient. And then we get the lovely Ace of Cups. So this is really lovely. So, you know, the aces are beginning of something, but it's also, I always feel like the aces are like a gift from heaven, you know, because it's these weird hands floating around. And, you know, it's like this overflowing energy of love, of healing, of intuition. And then I get, you know, nights are about action. And if you've been watching me for a while, this night comes up all the time. You know, he's very practical. He's very reliable. He doesn't really move. So, you know, he wants to build something in the physical world. He wants to build his security, right? So maybe this is what it is. So there's an element of self-love and self-reliance, and you're building something that's more stable and secure in the physical world. That stems from, if I go like this, there's not much of a glare, well, whatever. This sense of self-love and self-reliance. Really nice. And then we get another night. So this is the one with a message. You know, this could be a brainstorm. This could also be, you know, this is like you're sort of expecting a package, but the bell doesn't ring, and then you open the door and it's there. It's a little bit like that. Or you get a message, you know, you see a flash of something on, you know, the computer, or you overhear a conversation, or somebody says something like off the cuff, and it's like, oh, that's a really good idea, or it makes you think in a new way. So this could be like a brain flash of like, oh, that's how I'm going to move forward. You know, that's what I'm going to do. Another night. Wow. So you have 3 nights already. So, you know, it's really a month of action. That's for sure. And this one is, he's got a strategy. He's really enthusiastic. He's got his feather, and he's got a strategy, and he knows how to move forward. He knows how to move forward with this plan. Because I think a plan, there's definitely a plan. Um, and, it's about, using your ideas, being practical, steadfast, reliable, seeing it through, and it's strategic, and it's something that excites you. I was going to say, is there another night? And this is the whistle while you work, so this card is really about being here and now. This is really about being in your work and enjoying your work, and like so lost in it that like nothing else matters. So, for me in the studio now, I mean, it was the same in my apartment. Sort of like, well, I want to do something. I don't know what to do. So my go-to is always go to work, because I love doing what I do. So it's like, oh, I could make colors and make it all pretty, so there's that energy here. And the energy, it's about attention to detail. That's really important. But it's almost like he's working away, and, it's like time for lunch, but he forgets lunch because he's like being nourished by his work. So overall, this is a great, this is really a change in finances. But considering all these positive cards beforehand, I think that the change in finances is that here, I always, with the fives, it's always about like, where are you focusing? Because the five is the change. The five is like the middle of the story. Which way you're going to go? You're going to go toward the past, or you're going to go toward the future. And I feel like with the three knights, moving forward, I think you're going to go toward the future. So I think they're going to finally look up and see, it's like, oh, that's where the light is. Oh, that's where the light is. So, it seems like today, in this reading, that they're on the way into, like inviting spirit in, or allowing spirit to help them. Or the other thing about this card is like, there's a little anchor. There are two anchors actually. And the anchors are symbol of hope, right? I think it's, I think Rhode Island has that emblem. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah. And, I think that there's, you're going to let go of this being tied to something false. I think you're going to let go of this toxicity. That's the change. The change is you're letting go of the toxicity. You're letting go of a false idea. And I think this is the idea that you're letting go of. So, because the negative side of this card is, I'm destitute. And it's sort of like, well, if I have a new perspective, if I change my mind and I change my my physical surroundings, then I can actually move forward, get into my work, build something that's going to bring me abundance. Executing the plan with confidence. Executing the plan with confidence. Interesting that this is Capricorn, Cancer. That's interesting, because whenever the opposites come up, I always find it like the reading answers itself in a way. Yeah, letting go of the past and moving forward into the future. You already cried your tears, you already had your emotion, and now it's like you have tunnel vision, you have a plan, you have a vision, you know how to get it done. You're very, you don't mince words. There's like this focus. There are choices to be made. I mean, that can come up in every reading. Yeah, and the choice is self-nurturing. Just like I said in the beginning, the choice is to be practical, be loving, be nurturing. The choice is toward security. The choice is toward abundance. So I feel like there's a whole mental thing that you're going to go through and a whole physical thing that you're going to go through that's just going to switch everything around, because now you're taking action and you see your new future and you're heading toward it, as opposed to saying, oh, laying in bed and and expecting things to change. Well, I think I'll sleep on this side as opposed to that side. So overall, it's a really good month and a lot of action, a lot of movement, a lot of planning and moving forward, really moving forward. Very nice. Blessings to you. Please become a member. Please like, subscribe, share, and please check out my website, rightcaller.com. And I'll talk to you soon. Hopefully, March will not be as wintry as it usually is. Blessings.